All right. Hello, 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 and welcome to I Don't Want to Be a Piece of Shit. I'm your host, Carter Doherty, and I'm here with my guest.
I'm Max Sorich. Thanks for having me, Carter.
Oh, of course. This is going to be a wicked blast. We're going to have a fun freaking time today.
I'm excited.
So I'm having you on because
Mhm.
you're a fellow young chap who has who is abstaining from booze,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to get into your mind about your decisions on why you wanted to do that, and also other things in life that they're just going on. We're just gonna have a little talk.
Let's do it, dude.
We're good friends.
Hell yeah.
So how long have you not been drinking?
The last drink I had was last Halloween, so it's been like over a year.
Oh wow, okay. Wow, jeez Louise, that's a long time.
Yeah.
What was the decision for that?
I like that year I started just partying too much. Like I'd have at least like 4 beers, probably like 5 or 6 nights a week. And then I was doing coke pretty regularly, or like without any like inhibition. Like if someone had it, I was just like, oh, nice. Like tonight got way more awesome. It's not like crazy, but like probably like 2 to 3 times a month, which was way more than I ever had.
Yeah.
And then I got herpes on my penis and kept seeing that girl for a little bit. And then and then like that night on Halloween, like I was on Molly, and then that girl kicked me, not really, yeah, kind of like kicked me out of her place so she could hook up with her ex-boyfriend. And that kind of like just, I was on Molly while that was happening too. And it was Halloween, so I had like kitten whiskers painted on my face.
Oh my god.
And all that was, then I was like, all right, I don't know how I got here, but
I remember you in that costume.
You were there that night.
I was there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was then. Oh.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, and I know that party. Oh man. Oh, what a day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Not to produce your podcast, but I feel like you should get in frame.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even in frame. I was just leaning back. Honest, the whole first episode, it was out of focus.
I saw a little bit of it. I didn't
Yeah.
have time to watch any of it, but I just saw that. Yeah,
I got deep on myself in that one.
that's good.
So okay, that whole party happened, and you were like, all right.
So that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. Where I was like, I
That
don't really.
same phrase last.
There's
last
a lot
episode.
yeah. You gotta think about the straws. But yeah, it was like I really hadn't been living. I was on a path where I wasn't like confident that my future would work out, and then all that happened, and I was like, all right, I don't know how I got here, but I've become like a huge piece of shit and a giant loser. So
Mhm.
I was like, I need to change something. So I just decided that was the thing.
So that was the catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
And did you notice positive changes after?
No, the first 3 months sucked because
Yeah.
like a lot of like the people I saw or was hanging out with for like the past like year of my life were like people that weren't really like I don't know they were friends and like I care about them, but they weren't like people I like regularly like reached out to or like were good to talk to. It's just like the people I saw at the bars I'd go to.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I stopped doing that, I kind of like felt this like loss of community. So I was like super depressed for like 3 months just because I felt like I didn't have anyone anymore.
Interesting. Do you still? So like what I've been doing lately, and I don't know if it's actually good for me or not. I've just been like hanging with all the people that like booze and
Mhm.
stuff, and going to the bars, and like I was like hanging out until like 2 a.m. the other night, but just not boozing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know if it's good for me. But did you still hang out at all and just not drink?
It took me a while to get to that point, but at first, so actually, yeah, I would like just go and hang out at open mics until the very end, just
Mhm.
because I was like, it's just nice to be a part of something, which I guess it felt good, but that's not a good way to live, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Now I don't really do that just because I don't like being around drunk people.
Understandable.
It's just like it's way more like socially taxing to be around drunk people, you know?
Yeah.
Like energy, like they suck the energy out of you way quicker.
Man, I just kind of sidebar of the
Yeah.
thing. The gal from Monday night. She was hammered, and then we ended up going to hang with some people,
Mm-hmm.
and she saw a guy that she had hooked up with in college, and left with that guy.
I feel like the listeners need some backstory. Like Carter showed up to this comedy club. He was doing a show there with this very, very attractive young lady who was very. I don't want to speak out of turn, but she's pretty annoying.
She's not. So she came to I used to produce a show in downtown, and she would come every week because she lived in the building, and I had never seen her get drunk before. She would like have like her 2 little drinks, and she is normally like such a nice person.
Yeah.
And but she, I guess, well, she wasn't even mean. She just
she was just drunk. I'm being a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
in not the right environment.
Yeah, and not in the right environment. I felt bad because she pulled up to the first show that I was at and was like, I also got a ticket to the second show, and she had done like 2 tequila shots there. And then I asked her if she wanted a drink, and she was like, "Can you get me a tequila shot?" And I was like, "Anything to sip on?" And she was like, "Maybe a water." And I was like, "All right."
Definitely a water.
And then when we were in the car, she said something like flirtatious, and I was like, I still live with my ex who like we're kind of like cordial again, and like kind of in a relationship-y thing, so I don't think we should do anything like that. And then so then we went to the bar, and I think she was just looking for somebody that night because I was like not making any moves because I was like, also if she was drunk that'd be way fucked up.
Yeah.
And also I don't know what my life is right now.
I felt so bad for you, dude. Just like, because she was definitely just like following you around, and you were like too nice to just be like, I gotta fucking leave me alone.
Yeah, but she, and I've known her for a while. She had like texted apologies the next day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I just felt bad about that, but it kind of felt similar to the story of, I guess you were seeing that lady, and
I was deeply infatuated with that lady.
Yeah,
and yeah.
So I guess that's
different.
Way different.
Not even kind of.
Not even, but it was.
No, that lady destroyed me for a while.
But now you're a rebuilt man.
Yeah.
So those 3 months were pretty rough right after.
Yeah, and then like you stopped drinking, like you kind of like turned to other stuff. So I was eating so much McDonald's all the time. I felt like shit. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so you replaced it with food. How did you not gain any weight?
I was also like working out a ton. Like I was pretty jacked at the time.
Was it like not like a healthy working out? Was it like overworking?
No, I wasn't like hurting myself, but it was just like way more than like is necessary or like I even cared about. Like it was just like, I was like kind of like depressed and didn't have any like direction. So I was like, I know how to make myself jack. So that'll just be the thing I do for now.
Okay. And McDonald's was fueling the building of the muscle.
Yeah.
And so what was like the first 3 months? When did it start getting better?
I don't know. Like, I think honestly, the roast battle tournament, it just gave me something to like really work on and like like a tangible thing to apply myself towards that was also like comedy. And then that ended up winning the Chicago roast battle tournament, and then that's like where I met my girlfriend. And so really like last March, like all those things, there's just like a storm of good things just kind of helped me.
She's a very nice lady.
Yeah, Annie's the best. Sweet. I love her. Yeah, I love my girlfriend.
So the roast battle, yeah, because I feel like that's kind of been I know you're trying to distance yourself now from it, but it's kind of been the thing that people know you for is your roasting capabilities.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this on the drive up about how like, your personality is very very different than what I think people would assume it's going to be when they see you. I think they think you're going to be an alpha douchebag type guy.
Yeah.
And you're a little bit more reserved and intellectual. I don't actually know how smart you are.
I'd say medium smart.
Medium smart? Yeah. But I feel like that kind of bodes well for a roast battle. I don't know. Also, you're kind of an easier target for people that might not be conventionally attractive or whatever, but then you are able to somehow circumvent that ability.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It's like it is easier to roast me because I'm like the bad guy or like the heel, but also I'm just so like there's not a lot to like grab onto. Like I'm just like a normal white guy. You know, there's not like I'm not like a, you know, not like I'm in a wheelchair, which is like.
Yeah. But I guess they always will just go like, you're a misogynist. You probably roofie women. You probably like. I feel like that's always what people go for.
Yeah.
And then you usually can do something racial back to
Yeah. Yeah. But then that's also the thing where it's like it's pretty easy to anticipate what someone's gonna say about me, and so then it's easy to like think of something to say or like prepare something to say back to them.
So before that was stand up and like roasts and stuff. Were you pretty intoxicated during?
Like sets.
Yeah.
Sometimes, never like super drunk or like slurring words, but like I would just like if I was in a bad mood or like tired, I would just have like 2 beers before my set, and I do miss that because it would loosen you up the perfect amount. But we're all good.
Wait. Oh yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
I just wasn't talking, and I looked over. I probably should have checked the levels beforehand. I didn't. Don't know how to produce it all, but I just like saw it flat for a while, and I was like, oh no, and then it's because I wasn't talking.
Check.
Yeah, everything's
we're
good. Sorry. So you were boozing just a little bit before, so it wasn't a problem.
Mm-mm.
Like
sometimes at open mics I'd get like Will's. I remember the first time I saw you at Will's, you were hammered, and you did the. Dude, I'm amazed when people can be hammered and still like nail live like performing comedy.
That's what fucking pisses me off is that I was like pretty good when I was like blackout.
Yeah, you were. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, damn, he's like hammered, like slurring his words, but still like, you know, presenting an idea and arguing for it in a funny way.
Yeah, and luckily I think like my problem was I just have such bad anxiety when I'm not boozed up that like I really have a hard. I can just say exactly what I have planned, but I can't really like go off the cuff and just be comfortable. So I'd always get like really fucked up, and then I would feel like I unlocked the secret, and then I just realized, oh, you just gotta work on your anxiety, and so now it's getting a bit better.
Yeah, dude. When I saw you on Monday, you did a lot of off the cuff stuff. Like you were super fun. Like
I've been like meditating a lot.
Wow.
I've been going to therapy.
Wow, dude, good for you.
And I cut out weed. That was a big one that I think really has helped with the like like that feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely. I feel like it's a big fallacy that like you gotta be some like fucked up degenerate to be a good comedian. You know, like you have to like the more you take care of yourself, I feel like the more it'll like show on stage.
Yeah, I am like nervous about the like. I don't know. I feel like a lot of my shit relies on me being the butt of the joke of like I'm so fucking stupid and messed up. And I'm like, well, if I don't actually think that about myself, then maybe my jokes won't have as much of a truth to them.
I feel like I'm kind of at a weird point like that too, where it's just like I mean, you know, we're at a point in our lives where there's a lot of change happening in a pretty short amount of time. So there's like definitely be growing pains with our jokes and our act associated with that. Yeah, dude, comedy's just hard like that.
Yeah. Do you so like you never really cared much for weed, right?
No, I can't. Like I'll get high and then just get crazy insecure and like paranoid.
Yeah.
I'll just be like I'd be sitting here like, oh man, like is my hand too close to my crotch? And then I'd move it here. I'm like, yeah.
See, I think I liked weed because it made me think about like the insecurities of like I'm being like that instead of like the stuff of like I hate my life. Like I don't think about that kind of stuff.
Interesting. It made you be more hateful in the moment.
Yeah. It made me just go like my hair is weird right now, not like the existential crisis of I'm balding.
That's funny, dude. That's really interesting.
Yeah,
you hate the now.
I liked being scared in the moment rather than just thinking about how fucked everything is.
That's hilarious.
But so you just like tried to replace it with McDonald's at first?
I didn't even really try. It was just it's just a thing I noticed and remember is like I'd be driving home from an open mic or like a show and I'd just be like, hell yeah, McDonald's right there, and be like, I'm not drinking. Like I got all this extra calories to spare.
That's how I felt as well. Man, I ordered a McRib, 2 Big Macs, and a $5 McDouble meal.
So good, dude.
And
so good.
And I ate it because my flight got canceled to New York, and then I lost my wallet there. Did I tell you about this?
You lost your wallet?
Dude, I didn't tell you that. So I went to the airport
Uh-huh.
and then I had to check a bag, and they were like, "Oh, you're actually too late to check your bag." And I was like, "Oh no, what do I do?" And they're like, "You can just buy the next flight. That's all you can do."
Damn.
And so I bought the next flight, and I was like, "All right, can I check my bag?" And they were like, "It's too early to check your bag." And I went, "Ah!" And so I took the blue line back to Rosemont to go to just hang at McDonald's for a few hours until I could check my bag. And then I didn't realize that you had to walk across the highway, and it was fucking freezing out. So I get on one of those Pace buses to go to the McDonald's. I order the food on the app, and then I go into the McDonald's, and then I get a notification that my flight's been delayed another 6 hours. So I call my roommate, to come pick me up and takes me home. And then I get ready to leave for my flight late at night, and I'm like,
Oh,
fuck,
dude! Oh,
dude,
my
I
God.
lost my wallet at the not even at the McDonald's, on the bus on the way to the McDonald's, and some sweet soul turned my wallet in,
Oh,
and I
really?
got it back,
Oh,
but I
dude,
still missed my whole New York trip. I was supposed to do a gig opening for Jordan there, and then a whole week of shows on top of that.
That sucks.
And I had to cancel
That
all of
sucks
it.
so bad.
Dude, I was so bummed.
You can still get on flights without a.
I found that out later, but I also was just like, with all the things, I don't know.
That would suck to be in New York without a wallet.
Yeah. I guess I could have fucking used the wallet thing with my phone, but I guess I could have still just gone.
Dude, I hate. I left a wallet once in like Bowling Green, Ohio.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then someone found it at the dorm I was staying at, but it's just such a stressful, like, life sucks without your wallet. There's like it just limits everything you could do.
But yeah, and that McDonald's did taste good in the moment before I knew I lost my wallet. But it was supposed to be my, like, I'm eating this because my day is tough, and and I already was so high, and weed was like the outlet. But I was I guess I had the munchies as well. But it was supposed to satiate all that and replace the bad feelings with cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
But so you didn't you didn't try to do any substances to replace the booze at all?
Not really. Like, I guess, like, I don't know. I started doing comedy more, trying to put no, it was just like I would go to the gym a lot and eat a lot. Yeah, no, I don't know. I haven't really, like, gotten high or, like, partied in a long time.
So what made you, like, so I guess, what do you think was making you booze so often? Just the environment you were in and the people you were hanging around?
Yeah, definitely. It was like I've been doing comedy for like almost 3 years, and I was finally like, yeah, like, I'm a Chicago comic. I'm part of the underground world here. Like, this is just what we do.
Dude,
we get drunk.
It's crazy because, like, coming from, I guess it's such a small scene and everybody's a bit older. But, like, half the comics don't even drink in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I come here, and it is booze city, and cocaine is pulled out at the end of every night.
Well, yeah, there's a lot, but that is like one, like, sect of the Chicago scene. You know, there's a lot of people. I think we probably just don't see them as much, but they are, like, hustling and bustling. But yeah, people party here.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's like the people that I don't know. I guess there are the successful people that, like, don't do that. But I when I think of, like, the comics that you want to hang around, they typically are those people.
Yeah.
Although I guess you want to hang around them because they're successful in Chicago.
Yeah.
But they're not typically.
I just, like, I know what you mean. Like, they are, like, I don't know, big in the Chicago scene or popular, but they're also just like, drugs are not, like, more fun, I feel like, to talk to and hang out with.
Yeah, although I think about the times that I've been my issue is that I spent a whole year here almost blackout the entire time, and I made so many friends, but I don't really know them. Like, I was thinking about a comic I was hanging with last night, and I was like, man, we hung out for 14 hours straight talking and doing coke, and I don't even know where this guy's from.
Yeah, dude, I know. It's like the cocaine relationships are so real, and they mean so much in the moment, but then, like, you wake up the next day and you're like, I don't even.
And I think all we did for 14 hours was go, yeah, comedy fucking sucks.
That's all it is, dude.
But you're good.
But we're good. We know we're different. Yeah.
But But do you think there was like something outside of just the people you were hanging around, like anything like in the brain that you have had to work on in general?
I think yeah. Like I'm like pretty like insecure and I don't know, I guess like feel like I'm not or like I have a hard time feeling like I'm a part of something or like accepted. I have like a hard time like asking for help and reaching out to like friends. And so I think like just this party world was this really easily accessible like community that made me feel like I was a part of something and made me feel like I was accepted, like which is just like a primal human need. And then so like I was like that was my world and those were my people and ultimately that's like not a healthy way to live. So it was like it did feel good, but it was not a sustainable
Have you been doing stuff to try to work on the insecurities?
Not like directly. I feel like just like I've been like reading a lot more and I don't know. I feel like the not drink that's insecurities are just kind of like going away on their own. Not going away, but like you kind of just like got to accept that you have insecurities and
like,
learn
what were
how
you
to
insecure about?
What I don't know what it like what the just if people liked me or respected me. And so I don't know. Yeah, when you like out with people and like you're drinking and doing coke, it's like we're all one thing. And
So do you think roast battle helped you feel more accepted, just like that tournament, and also finding kind of a place?
I think just like working at something and like getting good at it and then like receiving some recognition from like people I respect and like friends and peers that was a big that like helps. I heard some big quote. It's like a lot of insecurity is like I don't know, you don't respect yourself. So I don't know, just like working at something and getting good at something that helped satiate or get rid of a lot of the insecurity, I think.
Yeah, I talked about it on the last episode, but I've been doing a lot of. Have you ever heard of meditation?
Like thinking about the way you think.
Well, no, it's with two T's, but it's all about like self love and then also like outward love. But you just like keep repeating like phrases that are good for you, just mantras that are like, I wish myself love, I wish myself peace, I wish myself happiness,
That's
I wish
nice.
myself health. And then you like say it to somebody you hate in your mind like a bunch of times, and you say it to like a random person and then somebody you love. But I've just been doing that a lot, and I feel like it sets a good intention for the day.
Yeah, dude, that's great.
But because I struggle a lot with insecurity.
What are your insecurities?
Oh man, I've always I wear a hat in every single podcast episode because I'm insecure about my hairline. I'm insecure. I've always been like not fat, but just had a bad body, and I think I'm socially awkward, and I hate how I come off a lot of times. But I'm like really just trying to work at like maybe it is not a bad thing to be like critical of yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
But also I can't change my hair, and I'm working at my body. But
yeah.
But I guess I really want to work at like being able to socialize with people and having a genuine curiosity towards other people and like people just feeling good when they talk to me.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times I make people also feel like uneasy when I talk to them because of how uneasy I feel talking to them.
Dude, I feel the exact same way about like a lot of like little social interactions I have. Like a lot of times I just end them just like, yep, okay, and then that makes the other. Someone told me when I first started doing comedy, they thought I was like very standoffish and like full of myself, but that's just because when I first started, I was like, everyone probably fucking hates my guts to my core, and so I just that like kind of got projected, and then I kind of like had a not bad, but like people thought I was just weird because of that.
Huh. Yeah, because I don't know. I guess especially in Chicago, it seems like the people that do it here are like kind of we're typically the outcasts growing up, and so I feel like maybe they see you, and then they also see you being awkward and going, "Well, he just hates us."
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, like I definitely look like someone that did something horrible in most people's lives, you know?
Yeah, especially like, which is how awkward a lot of these people are.
Mm-hmm.
But do you feel like cutting out booze and working on that other stuff has helped your social anxiety?
Yeah, definitely. I think like my mom told me recently, she's like, you just seem like a lot more comfortable in your own skin. And yeah, I think
Nice.
booze definitely, like it's for most people it's like a social crutch, and just, without it you kind of just like have to learn how to, like, it's like sink or swim, you either have to like learn how to, be a person, be who you are, or just like, or never go outside.
Are you still working out quite a bit, or?
No, honestly, I should. But okay, that's something that's interesting. Now, like, since I stopped drinking, I used to like be so insecure. I put a lot of like pride in my like physique, and I was like, if I'm big and buff, then people will like me more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of gone away.
Really?
I feel like, yeah, I haven't thought about that really. But yeah, like I haven't worked out in a few months. Like I live a really active lifestyle. Like I work in service and take the train everywhere. Like I'm on my feet all day most days. So like I'm not like putting on weight, but I'm like lifted weights or gone for a run in a while. But I'm like not like, I don't beat myself up about that anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's definitely a good thing. I've kind of like been, I think, punishing myself a little bit, and I've like, now all my joints hurt all the time, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm injuring myself now.
Yeah.
Now my hip's been fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's because I hit a tough ass leg day and then did a 10-mile run the next day. And
Yeah.
It's like, obviously,
Dude, you're
hip's gonna
going
be fucked up.
hard with the 10 miles. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I did a half marathon the day after Christmas.
Damn, bro.
I was trying to run 20 miles a week, which I think was too much, and I think I overdid it. So now I'm like getting into zone 2 running and
Dude,
trying to.
Is your family like super athletic? Because your brother
Yeah.
is in the like a UFC fighter, or not?
Yeah,
in the UFC,
MMA.
but
Like my brother is an insane athlete, and then my dad's whole side of the family. Like my dad held the rushing record at his high school for like 15 years, and then his brother broke it later.
Yeah. The Dohertys are just beasts, dude.
Yeah,
I've looked at your brother's Instagram. That guy is jacked, dude.
yeah,
He's so
he is
scary.
jacked to the gills.
Yeah.
But he's also like he's probably who I've talked to most about like all the self-improvement shit that I've been trying to do, because he meditates every day. He doesn't drink, and he does like a little bit of mushrooms to get in touch with what he's really thinking. He just has a super healthy relationship with life, and it's frustrating to have to like, or that it's your little brother that you're like, I kind of admire the way he does a lot of that stuff. But
yeah, I have the same. My little sister, she's like has a job and like a budding career and is like doing really well, and like I have the same thing where I'm like, fuck, how does she have it figured out before me?
You're what, 26? Yeah. So no health insurance.
No, I have health insurance. I'm off my parents though. Yeah.
So how often are you working at the restaurant?
Like 25 to 30 hours a week. Depends on how many shifts I get. That's a point of insecurity for me now. It's like I'm a barista at a brunch restaurant, during the day, which is how the world, sees you.
Yeah, but I don't like. I guess maybe that's how the world sees you, but also you're doing you're like pursuing something. I think a lot of people just are working a job and they don't even care about it, and so they like, and then they're insecure about their lives, so they'll judge you for that, because really they have nothing going for them that they're actually working towards.
Yeah.
And that's usually why they then have a family, and then
yeah, for real. And that is like, that's like a very fulfilling life, I think, to support a family. But yeah, it's like the grass is always greener. I'm just like, comedy it's just like there's no guarantee. If like I got a degree in finance and went to work at like some finance company, if I work really hard, I will probably more than likely see a lot of, gains from that. But, you can work your ass off in comedy and never really, financially work out. And that's just like, I don't know, that always weighs on me.
Yeah, and I'm really feeling that right now, because I quit my job back in September, and I've been just kind of coasting. But then like the past week that I had was just like a huge dip, and I'm like, well, if I fucking had a job, this wouldn't be so anxiety producing.
Dude. That's cool that you were at a point to even like consider quitting a job though.
Yeah. I mean, it all kind of lined up exactly because I quit the job because I thought I was gonna leave town, not because I was making enough off a stand-up.
Oh yeah.
And then I had to come back, but I that next weekend worked with Jordan, and then she was like, "Oh, you can just host whenever then, and that can give you money." And it's enough, and now I don't think I'm gonna re-up my lease at the end of March, and I think I'm just gonna go live on the road for a while.
Live on the road, out of your car?
Live out of my car. I get free access to all national parks, so I'm like, just get a fucking
you
hammock.
say that like it's a membership. Or wait, do you?
For military stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and so I just am gonna set up a hammock wherever and drive to gigs and try to set up don't tells or whatever I can, the shitty independent type shows,
dude,
in between gigs.
That's
and
so
stuff
cool.
like
I'm
that.
so jealous. That's so cool, dude.
Because I just at the end of every month I gotta pay rent, and I'm just like, why am I paying $800 every month to fucking to not even be passed at any of the clubs here? There's no reason for me to live in Chicago. It's been almost 2 years, and I can't even get a sniff anywhere. So it's like, might as well just go enjoy my life rather than freak
absolutely
out about that all the time.
Yeah, that's okay. That's another thing with not drinking is I feel like I've just really, I don't know if I've just checked out or don't care about the political social climate of the Chicago comedy scene or any comedy scene. I just care about comedy's fun. I want to write new jokes and be good at it. I don't care about trying to get in with this group or rub shoulders with this guy. I just want to hang out with people I like and do comedy.
Well, that's a beautiful perspective that I really am striving for. I worry so much about that shit all the time, and it was definitely way worse when I was boozing. I think now I'm getting comfortable, but I always think people. Yeah, and I guess you can probably really, it's the gayest thing in the world, but I'm like, as a white guy, I feel like I have to work extra hard.
Dude, it is gay. And then I'm always like, it's actually kind of a blessing because I have to really prove that I'm fun. I have to earn it.
But I'm just because I don't know. I feel like people will dislike me because of that sometimes. I feel like, what was it? Oh yeah, I did Soho House last week, and Dan was like, yeah, you got a tough spot. You got the white dude spot on this show, and I was like, it's a designated spot. I didn't know we were booking it like a Pokemon lineup.
The white dude said to the white dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, no. He was saying the crowd was gonna judge me a little bit because I had the white guy spot, but also that is how it's the dumbest complaint in the world.
Yeah.
Because for so long, dudes had it so great, and now it's there is the pendulum effect of you gotta.
And now they don't like white dudes in comedy, and it's well, we've lost everything.
I know, so I'm trying to pull this bisexual card and see if that gets me anywhere. But they don't care about your sexuality unless you act like
you need a
full queen.
You need you need a dangly earring at least.
I know. I gotta spruce it up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. The fun sweaters aren't enough.
No, dude, have you been enjoying the fun sweaters?
Yeah, I have. The one you had on Monday, I didn't tell you, but it was I liked it.
Yeah, I've had this whole collection that I bust out every winter, and I was like, I've been doing hoodies all winter. Why am I not doing all my cool sweaters that I own?
Cosby sweaters.
Yeah, dude, I have a true Cosby sweater, but it's a triple XL, and I gotta tuck it into my pants.
What's a true Cosby? Is it
the Coogee
oh yeah,
where it's a bunch of different. It's yellow and it has the rainbow across of the zigzaggies.
Dude, you gotta bust that out.
I just realized my zipper's been down the whole pod. I pissed right before this. And also I have a boner.
What were we saying? There was something before the sweaters.
We were talking about how tough it is to be a white guy.
Oh, that's more. I feel like that's also more in our heads than anything.
Yeah, I think it's more in our heads. I guess I really feel because the only open mic that I really go to is Cole's, and so I think sometimes the crowd really judges when I go up there. like what I'm about to talk about, so I
Mhm.
really gotta like hammer in something that they're gonna like
Mhm.
before first.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I need to work on being more likable on
Dude,
stage.
it's so I know. I don't know how. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to just. Dude, anytime I watch, like, I had a good set, I go back and watch it, I'm like, oh, what a fucking douche. Like, I can't like, you thought you were nailing it, but you look like such a douche.
Yeah. Well, my problem is that I think I am a douche in a lot of my jokes, where like I actually am saying mean things, and I'm like, I gotta get them to like me before I can say. Isn't it weird how gay people talk? Like, I like. So I don't know. I guess it is your kind of responsibility to go like, this is why I am not actually better than everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why people open with self-deprecating all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I do it every set. I open up with the dumb tattoo joke. I'm like, haha, I know I'm a douche, right, guys? And
God, it's crazy that I've seen it twice in person. A lady yell out, "Show it!"
Yeah, that happens a lot. And you're right. You texted me that I need to like write some stuff for that. Which,
just because I'm like, if it's happened 2 times that I've seen it, it's probably got to be a recurring.
And
thing.
I'm just like, shut up, lady, or you're in the wrong
whore,
slut, whole
hang her.
Security.
I wonder why they don't like white dudes.
Ban the witch.
Oh man, but do you think you feel that your life's going a lot? But you seem to have a great perspective on a lot of shit right now. With just wanting comedy to like focusing on it for the sake of it, not worrying about your place in all of it. But what I guess what do you feel that you're insecure about with your job, your occupation?
Like I'm a barista. Like that's like just the classic like burnout. Pursuing the arts, like, has a easy job.
But I guess you can fix your perspective on it. A lot of people romanticize that life.
Yeah, they do. But, I mean, we're in my parents' basement.
True.
Filming a podcast. Like, it's starting to,
I just told you I was going to live out of my car.
But that's cool, dude. But you're doing, like, I can't, like, afford my own apartment right now. That sucks. Like, that's a tough pill, I'm starting to feel like the effects of like age in my childhood bed. It's like there's like I can't like do this forever. It's starting like I feel like I'm spoiling a little, or it's gonna make me bitter if I keep this life up for like too long.
So is there something that you actually want to change?
What I want to change is I want to get a job serving and make enough money to afford like my own place to live.
Okay.
I don't know.
I get like
it's
have
like
you've been. I guess that's just applying to shit, which I freaked out about and tried to apply to a billion places.
But yeah, it's like I don't know. Now I'm starting to think like, well, like what is the plan? Like I want to pursue comedy. I really want it to work out. Like try and I don't know what else I could do besides like just keep. Like I said, it's just like there's no guarantee. It's like this big unknown, and that's the older I get, the more I'm like I kind of just want like security.
Yeah, I guess that's why a lot of people quit stand-up.
Yes, dude.
It gets
it's I'm not old by any means, but it's like I don't know.
Dude, I feel like I've met so many people in stand-up that like are good and do it frequently that have 9-to-5s. But I always think about when I worked a 20-hour-a-week serving job, and then I would go do a show after and get home, and I'm like, fucking, I can't do this every day. And it's like I didn't even clock 20 hours.
Yeah. I think a bit. Honestly, this is like more of like what you said something earlier. It's like having a good relationship with your life. I love that. But I feel like a part of that is like honestly like sleeping enough.
Yeah.
Like if I get enough sleep, I can work not 8 hours and then go do stand up and then go home and like cook dinner with my girlfriend and have all the energy to do that.
Yeah, life is tough to balance, and I think that's a issue that's plagued every human in existence. Because I thought about it yesterday. All I did was I had to go get my fucking windshield or my rear passenger window fixed,
Mm-hmm.
and that took a while. And then I went and worked out after, and then I came home and I got like offered a last second spot at Comedy Bar, and I was like, fuck, I gotta cook my dinner, and I like cooked my dinner, and then I like wasn't able to do the dishes. I rushed to the show, and then came back, and I was like, I'm tired as hell. I don't want to clean. My apartment's a mess right now, and it's like I didn't even work a job today. I didn't do anything besides a 6-minute set and get my window fixed and work out. And it's like, how do people have families, a passion, a career, and focus on their health and focus on their mental? I don't understand it, but some people do it.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's all time management. Like that's just so hard. Do you look at your phone a lot?
Dude, so that was a goal for the year. I now have an hour time limit on all social media combined, which is still a long time every day. But I was thinking about how my screen time, it will tell me like it would be like 8 hours someday, which is nuts.
Yeah, no, it's insane. I've tried to like track my screen time a lot. My sister got me this thing for Christmas. It's called Brick.
That's my roommate has that.
Dude, it's honestly like changed my relationship with my phone. I love it. So I used to look at like Instagram like constantly, like any like free time, like it was bad. And now I like rewired my brain where I just like don't even like, I'm not curious about what's on there anymore.
Here's what kind of makes me nervous though is yesterday I hit my time limit and then I hit like give me 15 more minutes, and then a message from Vic popped up going, do you want to do Comedy Bar tonight? And it's like, well, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have saw that message until the next day.
Yeah.
And that happened to me before, and that's why I stopped doing it, because I missed a host weekend for TJ Miller like a long time ago because I had hit my time limit for the day.
Yeah.
And they needed somebody last second, and I never saw it.
That is honestly like a big trade-off, but like I'm just so sick of looking at the Instagram on my phone, and like it was like why can't I get on CYS? It was like, honest, I feel like it was really negatively impacting my life, and also now I look at like Instagram and see less like Chicago comedy stuff, and that like helps me like care less. But yeah, I am worried, and I'm sure it'll happen that like I miss some opportunity because I'm not like checking it a ton.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have a direct thing on it, but I guess I should just not hit my time limit every day is what I should do.
It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, because Facebook has a separate app for Messenger. I wish Instagram had that.
Dude, that would be, oh my God, yeah, that would change the game.
But also, it was more just like, I bet he sent like multiple texts out and the first person to get back, so it's like it wasn't that pressing of a thing. And it was an awful show last night, but it was the tomato throw show.
Ugh.
I hated that.
Dude, I hate gimmick shows now. I say as like a producer of Roast Battle, but like a gimmick show. Did I tell you about how I had to, Josh on his dating show, I had to freestyle?
Yeah, I was there for that.
Oh yeah. You were
Yep, I watched that.
That was like that. I don't think I'll do that show again because of that.
Really? See, I almost have like, I hated the tomato throw show, but I have the opposite perspective of gimmick shows just because I feel like I do my material like the same every time, and unless I'm like have a new bit I'm excited about, it's like I get excited to do stand up, but I get really excited when it's going to be something new and fresh. And so I really like the dating show personally. Also, I only did it when I was blackout one time. And so I was like really confident and just going, look at this gay guy. You really want him? Look at me.
See, I was like, dude, that was just such a new thing. I'd never navigated. I was sober. And then, like, do you remember, like, I walked on stage for, it was like a blind dating show. But, like, I walk on stage, the audience, like, gave me way bigger applause than any other comic. And I was just like, you just want me to, like, talk to the girl. I hate this. I'm not this guy. I want to go home. Like, it just made me turn in so hard.
Yeah, I guess the only, like, I think the route that you could have gone is to like intentionally turn her off.
But but then I just don't have the confidence to turn on a room of people like that, They really wanted me to go one way, so I tried to go that way, but it was like they were dragging a toddler.
Yeah, I feel like you could have gone like, yeah, women are gross.
They would have hated that, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it would have been funny.
Yeah.
I guess the crowd would have hated it, but I would have liked it from the balcony. But you feel as if your life is headed in the right direction.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. I think about like part of me wants to like go back to school. Like I went back to that was a big thing that happened this year. Is I got a degree from an online university in marketing, which I don't think will really benefit me that much.
Have you like tried to send your resume to bullshit with that?
Yeah, and it's just like, my experience doesn't really speak to. I have to like, I think I'd have to like teach myself some sort of skill, like some sort of like I don't know, like Google SEO or Google Analytics, which just with like comedy and spending time with my girlfriend and work, like I don't really have time to also learn
Yeah, I mean, if you have a genuine curiosity and interest in it.
I don't.
All right, then. Then don't do it. You're going to hate it when you get to that. I guess if you want more money.
I guess, yeah, it's just, but I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm asking for the cake and to eat it,
Yeah. The point of the podcast is I'm trying to figure everything out in real time, so I don't have any good answers or perspectives on that. Yeah. But do you know anybody that like is in your life that you respect how they are able to balance things like that?
Sure. Do you know Jerry Hominy, the Comedy Gazelle guy? I'm sure he has his own things he would want to be different with his life, but yeah, he supports himself, works like a corporate job, runs a comedy magazine, and is like a really funny stand-up and works hard on his jokes.
So there's a way to do it. It's possible. But I don't know. I've just been trying to like see people that like the things that I struggle with and go like, what do they do that seems like it's going well and right?
Yeah, there's no perfect answer.
Yeah. I mean, and everybody has their flaws and things going on in their life. But if you see somebody that you are like, I admire the way that they do that, I wonder how.
I also Sam Dickey too.
Yeah,
he always.
It's like the smart guys, the like the guys that write the jokes that have like perspective.
Yeah. Well, it's not just dick and balls, and fart.
God, all my shit is rooted in cum.
But dude, if the cum is so funny, dude, and you can write smart cum jokes, you can, and you do.
I try.
But yeah, Sam, he told me like he wakes up at like 6, writes for 30 minutes every morning, and I think it really shows because he's always got like new, well thought out stuff. He works like for the state, and like is doing well in comedy.
That's I mean, yeah, I haven't interacted with him much, but I really am impressed by his stand up. I don't know much as a person, but he seems very kind. But other than that, I think we're nearing the end of the ep. Yeah, we've hit time.
This is good, dude.
Dude, that was the first time where I only checked the time one time because I was like, have we been going for a while?
It was good. That felt cathartic.
Dude, this was a good one. My first one was with Michael Myers, and I felt like I was a little too nervous when I was hosting it. Then the one with Josh was really good, but that's because he can just go.
Oh, that guy is a master gabber.
Yeah, but I feel like this one was a true flow of consciousness between two great minds. But I guess that's the episode, guys. Hopefully somebody is watching and enjoyed it. But
to all the fellas watching. You earned it.
Oh yeah. Some foot fetish content. Because I guess if they're gonna look up your name, they're probably looking for that.
Honestly, there's probably a small contingency of dudes on YouTube who know me from my feet.
Well, that's beautiful, man. Guys, this has been I Don't Want to Be a Piece of Shit with Carter Doherty. I guess I should have said plug your socials.
Max Sorich on Instagram. I don't really. If you want, I don't have much going on. But yeah, sure. Yeah.
Look him up. He's amazing and he's great. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Peace.